that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. But you often say that sort of opens the play. Book now second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Melvin Ingram in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, this is a complete miss-hit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and long for Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks,
the 9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Now Jones. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Rivers. Allen has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 36 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it 2nd down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First down, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Mariota now from the 50. Well, going deep here for Taylor. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Rivers now. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rivers to throw this time. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Allen! Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mariota now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So out come the Chargers. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. Room here to run. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man, having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they try the right side here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Rocket!
Out of his end zone, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Benny Logan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson. Welcome back now here in London as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A first down throw for Mariota. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Matthews, the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You got 4. You got set. 180.
First down, Rivers. Gates to the grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Keep it skinny. Let's go. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Rivers to throw it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game?
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mariota now on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long here for Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator,
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Brian Arakpo. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's Muhammad. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go again with Muhammad. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
390.
He's back to throw. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. This is Gordon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Hurry up. Wait.
They'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast call